Hey everyone, welcome to our video series Canal Days, and thanks for joining us for today's episode of the Northampton Cutlery Canal in Northampton, Massachusetts. I am your host Carrie, here with my co-host, local historian and founder of the Historical Tours of Greater Holyoke, Robert Camus. As your personal tour guide, Robert will lead you through some of the most iconic sites and their legends of historic significance throughout New England's preeminent and pivotal state of Massachusetts. With his expert insights, every monument and memorial story comes to life. Afterwards, don't forget to check out his website, holyokecanaltour.org, to access the full Canal Days video and podcast series, and also check out his free in-person public tours he offers throughout Western Mass and the 2025 schedule for these special events. You can also book personalized private tours for groups of all sizes, tailored to your interests. To discover all that and much more, remember to log on to holyokecanal.org. Get ready to be transported back in time on an unforgettable adventure. Now, Robert, could you give us a brief summary of the historic mills that were once located here and their timelines?
There were many of them, and so thus I'll go through the mills' names, the year it started, and the year that ended. First of all, there's the Northampton paper mills from 1836 to 1848, and of course they made paper here. Then there was the Hampshire Flax and Hemp Company from 1848 to 1850, and they made heavy-duty clothes and also ropes, so forth. Then there was the Bay State Tool Manufactory from 1854 to 1858, and they made tools. Then there was the Bay State Hardware Company from 1858 to 1870, and they made tools. Then there was the Riverside Cutlery Company from 1870 to 1871, and they made cutlery, spoons, knives, forks. And then there was Northampton Cutlery, and that was from 1871 to 1987. So they stayed the longest for 116 years. So you made cutlery here, you made rope and hardware, and you made paper here. And there was a canal here, and the canal is now gone, but I'm going to show you where it lied at one time. It was a canal that came right through the mill, and I'm going to show you both sides of the mill so you can appreciate where it was. And there were worker homes, and let's go out to see the Northampton Cutlery Canal. Some of the worker homes I spoke about are up Riverside Drive here. The homes going on the left-hand side were mostly worker homes. They had to have places where their workers live because most of those workers are too poor. So this is the mill area in the very front. There's also a mill area in the very back. And you have to remember that the canal came into the start of the mill and went below them in tunnels, and was a hydromechanical canal. All right, nowadays it's called Cutlery Building, 320 Riverside, and it tells you all the many businesses that are now inside this building. It tells you on this map where those buildings are located, where those businesses are, and we're in the front parking lot. Now we're only seeing the front buildings. The back buildings are viewable underneath this overpass passageway for pedestrian walkers. So this is the mill in the front. And then there's a mill towards the very back too. Okay, it's a nice little system. And now we'll go to the sides of the mill, and I'll show you where the canal used to be by going onto a bridge and showing you the direction it was. And there's more worker homes right across the street here. It's called Lexington Street. And up here there's wooden homes and brick facade homes that were worker homes all over the place around here. And you're going to hear the Mill River from here. It's very obvious where it is. Okay. And the canal used to come right into where this parking lot is now and start to feed this building underground in its tunnels. And in those tunnels would have been turbines that took the water and turned it into power. Okay, and in this, through this brush and tree area would have been the start of the canal up there. It was about 1/3 of a mile long. It was not only a canal, it would double as a reservoir because it was so long, and it would store some water, and the water it delivered would provide the power. This is another mill here that will have its own video pictures and so forth, called the Clements Mill. But now we're going after the bridge on Clement Street. All right, Clement Street Bridge, dedicated to John E. Fitzgerald Jr., City Council, 1984-1990. This is the Mill River. The Mill River, of course, provides water for the canal. Okay, and the other side is over there. And the canal itself would have been right on this green area here, cutting right through the mill. The back of it would have came right out here. It's gone now, but that's where it would have ended and re-entered back into the Mill River in this direction. And not much further away, it would enter another canal. So it would do quickly a double duty. Okay, thank you very much.